Right, welcome everybody. Jamie and I, at the moment, hiding in the bivvy because it's thrown it down, or it just has done, and now it's just eased off a bit. So we might get out in a moment. But we thought we'd do an intro. Here we are at RH Fisheries in the Midlands.
Monument 2.
Monument 2. I'm on peg 12 and Jay is on peg 11. We got here very early.
Too early. You was all right though.
Yeah, I spent the night in Tamworth at Travel Lodge, and I set off at 5 o'clock and got here at 6:20. And I think, Jay, you got here at just after 6:30, didn't you?
Yeah, just after 6:30. I think I left, about 4 o'clock? 4 o'clock this morning, up at 3. So I wouldn't want to do the journey later in the day. It was nice, clear drive all the way down, but yeah, very early start for us, I think.
Yeah, it was a good decision for me to come down the night before and stay close by, because it would have been a 3.5 to 4 hour drive from up north, so I'd have had to set off at about 2 in the morning to get here for 6:30, which is crazy. Yeah. But the session starts from 6:30 and it runs for 2 days, but you only get 36 hours. So we're on until
6
p.m. Yeah, 6 p.m. tomorrow.
But what was it? The boys turned up a couple of hours after us, didn't they?
Yeah, about 9:15, was it?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
They just finished their second venue, which was Nesby, which I think I said earlier that it's going to be our social for September. So they've had a little practice and realised how long the walk's going to be for a lot of us. Yeah.
So yeah, we're here. We are at RH Fisheries, and from there we paid a deposit. We had to pay the rest of our payment and then pick bait up, and it worked out at 70 quid, wasn't it, for
70 quid for the
36
fishing,
hours? Yeah,
and then I think it's £11 for a kilo of boilies.
Yeah.
I think it's 1.25 kilo of pellet is a £5.
Yeah.
And
3 kilos of particle, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think you went for the party mix, didn't you?
Yeah.
And I went for the maize.
Yeah.
Just to change it up a bit. But
and say the reason we said that is because you've got to use their bait. Obviously, the hook bait you can use your own. But so
bit quiet.
It's quiet at the moment. Yeah, it's 12:30. Probably had the rods in after we got here. Had a quick look around and everything. I probably had my rods in from about, I don't know, it was about.
You haven't had them in long.
8:30.
Yeah. Well, the thing was, I think our main goal, wasn't it, just to get the bivvies up?
Get the bivvies up first, yeah, because it threatened rain, and it did start raining 8:30-ish, didn't it?
Yeah, I mean, literally, I think I must have nailed the last peg in and just about to start doing the rods, and
it started to drizzling, but then it really threw it down at about 9ish, didn't it? Once the boys phoned me up to see if we were in, and they were on their way. They were 40 minutes away, and it was absolutely throwing it down then, and just in time for them to arrive and start setting up, because they just packed up in the rain, and they're having to set up in the rain again. But that's fishing for you. So yeah, we're at 12:30. Nothing yet. 2 rods allowed only, and I've got one in the margins, and I've got one out at 14 wraps, which I was told by the guy this morning that there's a bar there, and that's the place to fish from this particular peg. So I've gone with his advice there. I had both out sort of left and right at 14 wraps at first, but I've put one in the margins just to see for a couple of hours to see how we do.
Yeah, well, like Martin said, I'm in peg 13, which is next to him. I've got the only island on the lake. I've put one up against the island, and then I think again, what is it, just to the right hand side, weren't I?
Yeah.
Kind of not past the island, because we were having a chat earlier, and if I go too far past the island, and if I'm lucky enough to have anything, and the fish goes round the island, I'm never going to see that again. So fishing smart. You know, we don't want to endanger the fish if we end up with one. So I think I'm about 2-3 rod lengths off the end of the island. Spotted out a little bit of bait. Not too confident with my rigs, as I was saying to you earlier. I'm a Ronnie rig man, and I've tried to make my own wafter rigs, which, not too confident with.
Not too happy with it at the moment.
Nah, not at all. So I'm going to have a little play, a little YouTube, see what ones I can make with the materials I've got. Give it another couple of hours, and then I think I'll be changing them, and hopefully the confidence comes back. But other than that, we're all in with a shout. We haven't seen anybody really.
Nobody's looks as though they've caught anything around the lake. But the reason that Jay's said that about the island as well is if we catch a fish here, it should be a serious fish. There's lots of 30s, there's 40s, and it should be at least a 20, shouldn't it? Yeah,
there's around, I think if you look on their website, it's around 650 fish. You've got 80 of those fish over 30 pounds. And I think it's between 10 and 15 that can potentially be over 40 pounds. And I think the lake record currently is 49. Yeah. So, yeah, at the moment, if something is going to tear our rod off, we could be looking at a serious fish, and it's something to be excited about, isn't it?
Fingers crossed, as usual.
Not many places that you can go in the country that's got that stamp of fish in there.
No. Okay, that's a 7-minute introduction. That's a good one, that. But we've been here, we've messed around, and we've done quite a few things, and we thought we'd better sit down and just say a few words for the start of the session, really, because we've been sort of separate ways until here. So we'll leave you to it now, and leave us to it to sort a few things out.
Cool. Right, so as I was saying in the intro, I was not happy with the rig that was out there. So I had a little word with Foxy and everything, and I realised I had some IQ2 in the bag. So what I've done is I've made like a little D-rig. Don't know if you guys can see that. Got a little bit of normal tubing just to hold it up the shank of the hook, and we've done a little bucket test, didn't we, Mark?
Yeah.
And she looks a lot better than what the
fine
others
in the bucket,
were.
yeah.
So,
sitting hook on the bottom and sitting fine, yeah.
So I've got that. I've done it twice. So all my eggs in one basket. But let's get it back on the dance floor. Right with the rig.
Yeah, and that's the second rig, just so you can see it there a little bit in more detail on this sleeper. And one of the reasons that we've had to do the rigs, or Jamie's had to do the rigs like that, is because one of the rules here is you're not allowed to use Ronnie rigs or any rig where the hook is attached directly to a swivel.
Throwing me off.
It means that a lot of us have had to, or discount Ronnie rigs completely, or retie rigs. I've just gone for my traditional blowback rigs, and they're no problem. But whether I catch them on them or not, we'll see.
Like you say, Martin, it's all about the confidence, though, isn't it?
Oh, it is, yeah. On the money. Yeah, as you can see, Jay's fishing up against this island, and he's got one rod sort of in the middle and the other one just off the end of it. Yeah, quick update. It's 10 to 7 and it's still very very quiet for us. Myself and Jamie, we've had nothing, and just listening to the England game at the moment. So we're sort of concentrating more on the football than the fishing. But yeah, nothing at the moment. All quiet. Just three fish have been caught that we can see on the lake today at the moment. Right, morning guys.
Morning.
It's a late good morning. It's around about 9 o'clock now, isn't it?
Yeah, I slept in this morning as usual.
I was up at 7 o'clock and went and used the facilities, and I've had a cup of coffee and redone the rods, etc. But we had nothing overnight. It's been very quiet, and I don't think anybody had anything overnight.
No.
Well, certainly not from anybody around about us. And I can't sort of remember until I got to sleep hearing anybody shouting and bawling or lights going on and off. So I think it was a pretty quiet night.
I think everyone was celebrating the England victory a bit too much.
Yeah, we heard that. We heard car horns going and people round the bank cheering and all the rest of it. Yeah, with the England victory, and of course we play Holland in the semis. They beat Turkey. Anyway, that's football. So nothing overnight. We've got until 6 o'clock tonight if we want to stay that long, and we're probably going to stay till late afternoon at least. Something like that. Yeah, because the other guys that have bailed out, you'll see that on their vlog when you come to see that on the UK blanks. They've bailed out.
They've had enough, haven't they?
They've had enough. Yeah, they've had a hard few days. So they've hit the road,
which means they've left their swim available.
That's it, and Jay's probably
I'm going to move
in a bit of a snookered in a bit of a corner here, so he's going to move into their swim, and that'll open it up a little bit for me as well at this side. And I'll
have the whole middle of the lake now, like where they were fishing 17 wraps, like they were saying, it's a bit difficult, weren't it? Where they've been casting all week, they're just a bit tired. So my plan is to jump in their grave, hit 17 wraps where they've been fishing.
Plus the wind's changed a bit, so it'd be easier, wouldn't it?
Freshen up the area, and hope in the last sort of 5 hours that I'm lucky. But I can't sit in the same corner now. It's
well, you might as well. It's opened up. We've got 2 swims still booked out to us, so we might as well use them. I've had few line bites and a partial run this morning on my right hand rod, so I'm going to try to persevere here. So yeah, fingers crossed by late afternoon, tea time, we'll have a fish to show you.
Fingers crossed.
Let's see how it goes.
Catch you later.
Bye. Yeah, I'm in.
Yeah, I've got you. Well, just as I'm packing up, RMR has got himself into one, and it's torn some good line off. So as soon as I brought the rods in, it gives him the room, doesn't it?
Right, I put this one out on the same spot.
Yeah.
All together sort of thing.
What are you using on it, Martin?
Snowman.
Snowman.
Changed it to a snowman this morning with Arthur. It's a switch DNA boilie.
Yeah.
With half a pop-up, yellow pop-up on it.
Mm.
Do you want me to roll your other rod in or not?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
Gives you a bit more room to play, doesn't it?
Here's Stuart Gilly.
out of the way, mate.
Yeah, I'll do it.
She's got it.
I'm going to slash mine off as well. Don't worry about it. I'll just do that.
That's it. You feel that she's far out, or?
Oh, no, it's probably, I don't know, about 20, 30 metres out now. One either side though.
Well, it might be a biggie. It's only plodding along, isn't it?
Yeah.
She looks good. Bang her in, Mark. Go on, son. Hey. Yep. Yes.
Get in!
Right. We'll be back with the fish in a minute.
Can you move the net while I...
Yeah. What was your previous PB, Martin?
23:13.
You alright?
It's teetering on 30, isn't it?
Yeah, you got to, like you say, in the middle of that.
29:10.
Yeah, 29.10.
Yeah, that's the middle of it, isn't it? As well.
He's just trying to get rid of some of the water, isn't he?
Yeah, you can fill it up
Don't use it too much.
That's what we come here for, Martin, weren't it?
Yeah.
Nice. Well done, mate.
So yeah, snowman rig on the left-hand rod actually, which hadn't been getting much bother line bite-wise, etc. And then I was just drying my pan up after breakfast, and away it went. 29.10 we've give it.
Yeah.
It was sort of teetering on 30, 29, 10, 12, 15, but yeah, 29.10. So it's probably a 30 a few weeks ago.
Right, well, OMR has pulled out the old pensioners card and told us that we can only do a little wetting.
Partial wetting.
A partial wetting. So I've stayed behind the camera. We're ready, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
Right. Well done, son.
That's a nice.
Well done, mate.
He's all patched up. He go back to his mates. He's giving me a splashing as well now. Look. I didn't want to get my trousers dirty. Oh, wet even.
Well done, mate.
Thanks. Oh, it was a backbreaker, that, wasn't it?
Alright, so I've moved literally, what is it, 9 o'clock, 9:30, I think the lads left.
You in?
I couldn't be in.
Well, as you can see there, thought it was the swans at first, but looks like he's in. So, as Jay was just saying, it was probably about 9:30 the guys went, yeah. He decided to move. I think I caught my fish at 20 to 10, so he decided to move just after that. What's it feel like?
I don't feel that big,
But you're definitely in, yeah?
I think so.
Right.
It ain't really pulling, it's just, I think it's a small one, where it's just bobbing its head.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, if I can get it in.
Anything's welcome, isn't it?
Yep.
You're not in danger of any ever wetting, are you?
Nah. Not for this one.
It has to be over 40, doesn't it?
No, 33.
33. So, yeah. I was talking about that yesterday, filming,
Oh, it's off.
unfortunately.
Cheers, Martin. Yeah, she's just come off. It's got to be a hook pull.
Or it wasn't well hooked.
Nah.
Yeah.
But it didn't feel too big, luckily. I mean, I see it, and I would have said like
Maybe a double,
mid-double, but
yeah.
would have saved the journey. But
well,
I have to get it back out.
Back out there and try again. So yeah. So as we say, the move
had paid off.
Well, it has paid off because it's more than you did on the other peg, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hooking into one and playing it almost to the net, but fingers crossed. We've got about another 5-6 hours. Jay's now topping the swim up again after that bit of encouragement, putting a few more spoms of bait out to get into one, hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
So here we all are. I was the only one that left my bivvy up. In its sort of most basic form, just a shelter, and everybody's
hiding. It's just started raining again.
Everybody's in here and put their precious bits of kit that they don't want to get wet in here. So it was a good move to leave it up. But
Yeah.
hopefully it won't last long because I want to get some gear to the car as well.
It only looks like a little shower, doesn't it?
Yeah, some huge clouds above.
Well, according to mine and IMR's phone, it was meant to be sunny for the rest of the day. So
Stu, yours is yours a local weather?
I'm a local,
as well?
yeah. So
yeah. Stu's local, so he reckons it could be here it could be a good downpour, but hopefully it won't be. Here we go. Jay's all packed up.
Yeah, that's me done. Oh, I almost did in England and pulled it back last minute, but yeah, no, it's that time. 3-hour journey back home, so need to make a move now. Go see the family. But there'll be another time, mine, won't there?
Yeah,
There's
definitely. Yeah,
another time.
You can talking to Stu there. It's quite easy to get on here midweek.
Yeah. But that's it. It seems to be a popular pace, and obviously with the stamp of fish, that's the reasoning behind it. But
yeah,
I am beaten, but not beaten to the point I won't be coming back.
Saying au revoir. Huh?
Yeah. There's definitely a few venues now I need to get some redemption on, and this is going to be one of them. But yeah, it's one of the nicest fisheries I've been to. You know, like you say, you've got the nice stones, you've got toilets, showers,
electricity on the pegs.
electricity, takeaways.
Yeah, and it's just so picturesque and neat and tidy, isn't it?
Oh yeah, 100%. And
Yeah.
you know, and that's going to be one of the other reasons I've come back for a bit of a luxury fish. But it is what it is. It was nice seeing you again, mine, as always.
And you, mate.
And when's our next one, me and you? It's the social, isn't it?
It'll be, the social at Naseby, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's what, the 6th of September.
6th of September, yeah.
All right, guys. Well, that's me off. So I'll see you all later.
Well, here I am, last man standing from the bunch anyway. And it's about 2:45 now. I'm going to give it till probably 3:30 and then slowly pack the rods away. Everything else is down and I'm ready to go. And then I'll just film a little bit more of the bait office area and Monument 1 Lake for people that are interested in coming here in the future. But yeah, it's good fishery. It's expensive, but you get what you pay for, and it's just that buzz of when you've got a fish on, it could be it's definitely going to be a 20, it could be a 30, and it could even be a 40. So it's great from that point of view. Well, I've been beaten by the weather. Once I put the bivvy down, it absolutely threw it down. So I put what I could under trees, etc., to keep it dry, and then I've had to pack up. And it's now 3:20. I'm going to make my way to the car, load the car, and then I'll do a little bit more filming if the weather lets me of the Monument 1 area. Yeah, that's the toilets and showers, and behind us is where you get the bait and the office where you book in, pay your money, etc. And then you've seen where Monument 2 Lake is. We were on that, and this is Monument 1. the nice nice lake. Right, yes, 3:45. That's me. I'm all done, ready to go. I've got about a 3.5 hour trek back home, so I'm going to get away in a moment. Just to close it really and say, yeah, what a fantastic fishery, RH Fishery. You may say it's a little bit expensive, but you definitely get what you pay for, and you know it's a quality fishery. To say that nearly every fish that's coming out is going to be at least a 20 is fantastic, and to again get a PB at 29.10 with that mirror was just a job. So I'll probably be visiting here in the future. I'm just talking to the guy. He said what you can do is come down the night before onto your peg. You hand your rods in because you're not allowed to fish on the night where it's closed for the 36-hour period, and that rest to swim, and then you come and get your rods in the morning, and then you've got your 36 hours from then. So that's one way of getting around it. If you don't want to be shelling out for a hotel to come down here the night before and have a good night's sleep first. So that's definitely one to try in the future. So there we go. Yeah, end of this session. It wasn't a retirement session. It was us jumping on the UK blanks, and that worked quite well. Jamie said his goodbye. I'll say mine. Goodbye, everybody. Take care.